What's up, everybody? Dave here with Comics Games Life, and I've just completed my 4th month here on YouTube. And before I share what I learned this month, I'd like to give some advice, especially to those small channels like myself, as well as to those who are on the fence about doing YouTube, whether they should do it or not feeling confident that they should even try. So it'd be unrealistic for me to say that you should just ignore those feelings and start anyway. But I believe the best course of action is to embrace those feelings because everybody has those fears that they're going to fail at this or that they're not going to be good at it or they're lacking in some sort of way. But I believe that everyone who started a channel, myself included, has had those feelings. And from my experience, the one thing I can say is that with every video that I do, those feelings start to dissipate. That grip that those emotions once had gets weaker and weaker with every video and every short that I do. And now when speaking into the camera, I feel just as comfortable as if I'm speaking to like one of my closest friends. Because you have a unique voice, thoughts, and opinions that there's an audience for out there. But if you never start, they'll never know you and you'll never know them. And the steps to starting a channel are really easy. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description to the video that I used to go ahead and start my channel. So watch that video, follow those steps, create your channel, and the next thing you wanna do is set a date to when you wanna upload. And remember, don't worry about the quality because that will get better with every video that you do. And remember, take comfort in the fact that you're in your channel's infancy and nobody's really watching it right now. So you can make all the mistakes, you can make all the drastic changes that you want, and it's not going to shake up your audience too much. And with that trial and error, you use that experience to find your style and your rhythm in which you want to put out your content. And to those who have small channels like myself, I think the greatest advice that I can give to you that I've realized is that whatever you do, don't stop. Now, I know life is busy. We all have families, careers, school, and all sorts of things that fill our time. And adding content creation into that can be quite stressful. Now, with all that being said, the advice I'm about to give may seem a little bit contradictory, but I highly advise that you work on your channel 7 days a week. Now, I know that sounds insane given that we're all busy, but hear me out. You may not be able to spend an hour or 2 hours a day on your channel, but at least spend 5 to 10 minutes. Because with that little bit of time that you do put in every day, you'll still continue to keep the ball rolling. Now, one of the difficulties that I've had while working on a video is I'll be working very diligently on it and then I'll take a 2 to 3 break just because, again, life gets crazy. Now, when I come back to it, I find myself a bit lost and wasting a lot of time trying to get back to the place where I was, where I left the video. However, if I had just spent a few minutes a day during that time while I was away, I would have been able to pick up my rhythm a lot quicker and a lot faster. And that's what I encourage you all to do. Now, you may not be able to spend that 5 to 10 minutes on exactly what you're working on, but if you want to spend that time doing some research, reviewing older videos, just keeping your feet wet. Because if you were to take your feet completely out of the water, it's going to be a lot more difficult to get yourself back in. However, if your feet are in the water, it's going to be a lot easier to jump completely in when you have the time to do so. Plus, those 5 to 10 minutes that you do spend, it'll help combat that discouragement that you feel and those feelings of wanting to just quit, because that's the last thing you want to do. Remember that failure is a secret ingredient to success. So just keep plugging away. If you can't spend an hour or 2 hours, spend a few minutes. And at those times when you can spend several hours at it, use that to the fullest. Don't waste any of it. So remember to keep going. That vision that you had of where you wanted to end up with content creation, keep that fresh in your mind and don't give up on yourself. Continue to work until you make that dream a reality. So that's my word of encouragement. So moving on into some of the other things that I learned this month. So previously my channel has been mostly about talking about comic books and like reviewing them, summarizing them, and giving my opinions on some of the recent comics that have come out. So in the month of March, I wanted to do news videos about the comic and gaming world. So the first one I came out with was about the sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie that's coming out in a couple of years. And that was some information that was released on May 10th, which was Mario Day. And I also did a couple about the up and coming Crow movie that's coming out in June of this year. So news on these industries come out pretty much every day, but I really got to be picky about what I choose because I want to, once I pick a story, I want to be able to just continue on with it. And I don't want to get bogged down with having so many different stories that I'm talking about that I don't follow a particular story to its conclusion. And not only that, but since it is news, it's something I got to do a video on pretty much right away as it comes out. I can only spend about a day or two making the video and putting it out before that news becomes old news and nobody really wants to talk about it or nobody really wants to watch a video about it. So, but one thing that I notice with the news videos is that it does take time away from the other videos that I want to be doing. So I have to find that balance within my schedule, as well as what is important and what I got to just not worry about, because I do want to put out content regarding lore. I want to put out content regarding like character bios and video game summaries and comic summaries and reviews and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to be pumping out news too, because I really enjoy it. I like to know what's going on. I like to know what's coming up. I like to know about things going on behind the scenes, and I know you all do too. So I want to do my best to put out all the information that you guys want to hear, as well as videos that are more entertaining rather than informative. So the last thing I like to leave with is just my accomplishments of this month so far. Right now, I'm sitting on 172 subscribers. I got about 600 watch hours. As far as views, my shorts are about 18,200, and my videos are about, oh, hold up, about 11,700 views. So I had to jump on my notes real quick. But so I'm going to keep doing these journey videos until I hit monetization, or until I just get tired of doing them, or until you guys say I should spend my time doing something else because you like to see me do something else rather than this. But I mean, I enjoy doing this. I don't regret the sleepless nights and the long hours plugging away at these videos. I have a supportive family, a wife that's awesome, kids that just are the best cheerleaders ever for me and this channel. So I am stoked. I'm not going to stop. So I encourage everyone out there to just keep going, keep plugging away at it. Wherever you have envisioned yourself to be with this, I believe that you can get there. So just put in the work and be patient. And I'm excited to see what content you put out. So to everyone out there that's listening, I appreciate you so much for your interest in this channel, and I will do my best to continue to pique that interest. And I just hope everyone has an awesome, awesome day, and I'll see you next time.